Welcome to Dump Truck Toolbox. I'm Alan, and last week I pulled off a very rare double triple on my home field. So what is a double triple? Well, if you follow basketball, you know what a triple double is. That's when a player gets three statistics of 10 or more. So maybe they got 28 points and 15 rebounds and 12 assists. Triple double. Well, I had a double triple. So I had two categories that I got triples in. Okay, not three figures, just triples. So let me tell you about my double triple. I was assigned to do milling, and so I took my truck to the nearby football stadium, and we were milling the back parking lot. We had done a lot of the work previously over a period of a couple days. We were just milling to sort of clean up some of the areas that we hadn't finished. The area of the parking lot we were working on is used for driver's education. We worked away on the milling. I did a total of 3 loads, so that's my first triple. We got the milling on the truck, and I'm going to have to correct what I said in my previous video on milling. I had said, I put the tarp out 3 to 4 feet to catch the spray so it doesn't get on the cab of the dump truck. I was talking to one of our senior drivers, and he explained to me that it's better not to put the tarp out. His guidance was, don't put the tarp out, because if something happens, or as a driver I do something I shouldn't do, and the belt that feeds the milled asphalt into the back of the truck comes forward too far, it could hit the tarp, and it would bend it up pretty badly, and who knows what, tear the tarp or mess up the motor there or whatever. The senior driver's advice was, keep your tarp put away, and I did that today, and it worked well, in part because I know more what I'm doing, and I could keep the truck in the right location with help from the spotter and the operator of the milling machine. So I completed the triple on milling. I did 3 loads, and it was right around noon, and so rather than send me home early, I was assigned to do asphalt on the same location. Now, we were doing asphalt around the front side of the stadium, which had been milled previously, so it was all prepared. There were actually trucks doing asphalt there already. I joined the line, and I took 3 loads of asphalt. And so that's my double triple on the same day, on my home field. And so I have a number of friends and even relatives who follow me on YouTube, and so they're already going to know this part of the story. But my life has been an interesting and fun geographic circle. So I grew up in Newport News, Virginia, which is where I currently work, and that's not exceptional. A lot of people do that. What is exceptional is I left Newport News at the age of 18. I went off to college, learned to drive a bus to pay my way through college, kept getting more and more college credits, eventually had enough that they let me be a professor somewhere. And I traveled from Virginia to Tennessee, to New York State, back to Tennessee, to Delaware, to Michigan, to Washington State, to Georgia, and then for family reasons, it became desirable to move back to Newport News, Virginia, where I grew up. And I'm living in a house that's about a mile from the house I grew up in, and I'm driving for the local construction company, Basic Construction, whose trucks I used to see on the road when I was a kid. I always thought they were really cool because they were these big orange dump trucks. And I now work for a company that is about 4 miles from where I grew up. So my double triple happened on my home field. This is the football stadium that my high school team played at. And I didn't play football, but I played in the marching band, and I was in the color guard with the Navy Junior ROTC unit. And so I spent many pleasant Friday and Saturdays inside this stadium. Furthermore, I took driver's ed in the back parking lot that we were milling on this day in a 4-speed VW Beetle, which was slow as could be. And one of the things we had to do to pass the closed course part of driver's ed was get whatever car we were driving up to highway speed in a loop around the outside of the stadium. And for every other vehicle, there was no problem at all, so long as the driving student had the courage to floor it. And so it was sort of like a preparation for merging onto the interstate. Well, that VW Beetle with 4 people in it and a 4-speed manual, and these are the old Beetles, the air-cooled ones with the rear engine, that vehicle did not want to get up to highway speed. And our instructor said, "Oh, no, just floor it, come on." And then it was, well, let's take the turn onto the straightaway a little bit faster. Okay, come on, you can do it. And the 3 students, including me, we all took a turn. It's like, we can't get up to highway speed. And the instructor was not going to be allowed to pass us from the closed course to the on-the-road part of the training. And so the instructor said, "Let me show you how it's done." And he got in the driver's seat and he took it around the stadium. And the first time, he did not get up to highway speed. And so then he comes around the second time, and this is, I've been a driving instructor. I would not recommend this approach. He got that car going so fast around the corner, we were doing a 4-wheel drift. And then he came out, redlined it in whatever gear he was in, did a power shift, and he got up to the required speed, which I think was 55 or whatever it was. And so then the 3 of us, the 15-year-old high school students, are like, "Oh my gosh, I got to do that." And we each tried it a few more times, and he decided if it was that difficult for him to do it, he'd cut us a little bit of slack. And so we all passed and went on the road. So anyway, this is my home field. I not only went to football games here, I learned to drive in the very parking lot that I've been milling and paving. So, my rare double triple on the home field. It's the simple things in life that make me happy. Thank you for joining me on the Dump Truck Toolbox. And if you found today's video interesting or useful, please hit the like button. Subscribe if you haven't done so already. It really does increase the number of people who can see our content. And any comments you have, please put them in the comment section below. I look forward to seeing you again soon on the Dump Truck Toolbox.